Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A sister has explained that she is having family problems. Her father is drinking alcohol, showing violence towards her and creating on her mother. It says creating on her mother. The sister is asking some advice in regards to what she can do to make the situation in the household better and how she should react to her father's and mother's negative behavior towards her. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. First and foremost, we pray that Allah Azza wa Jal relieve you of this difficulty and make you patient upon the fitna, upon the test, upon the trial. It's going to be a test. That's first and foremost. We make dua, that Allah will do those things for you. Secondly is, you have to give advice to your father. If your father is violent, if he'll lash out at you, if he'll curse you or hit you or do this, then speak to someone that he won't do that to. Speak to your uncle, speak to your grandfather, speak to your older brother, speak to someone that he has a bit more respect for or maybe even fear of. Speak to the imam that he respects, that he goes to. Speak to someone, talk to someone, bi'idhnillahi subhanahu wa ta'ala, that the father has a limited amount or some type of respect for. Maybe he'll listen to him. Maybe he'll be afraid. Maybe that man or that woman will admonish your father for him to stop drinking alcohol. And if he can't stop drinking alcohol, at least stop being violent and abusing you or anyone else in the household. Number two is, you should try your best to get your father help, even if it's against his will. Not necessarily getting someone to advise him, but forcing him to get help. Through the Muslims, through the non-Muslims, anyone that can help him with that chemical addiction. The Prophet ﷺ, he clearly tells us and instructs us, unsur akhaka zaliman aw madluman. Help your brother, whether he is a wrongdoer or someone who's being wronged. And even though that man is your father, he's also your brother in faith. So therefore, if you love your father, for obvious reasons, let alone in Iman, Islam, faith, then it is your responsibility to throw him some type of lifeline. Throw him some type of lifesaver to help him out and get him out of that pool of khamr. Last but not least, if the fitna is too bad for you, if you do not have the necessary sabr, if the beating is too bad, if the abuse is too bad, the emotional abuse, the verbal abuse is too bad, then perhaps you may have to leave that household and go somewhere with another family member, another person who's your mahram, who's married, your sister, your aunt, your cousin, someone that can protect you from that physical harm until your father gets the necessary help. We make dua for you, and we also make dua for him and for your mother, that Allah Azza wa Jalla will purify him from the vice of alcohol. Allahumma ameen.